This is our trip to the Northwest Overland Rally in Plains, Washington. The drive through the Wenatchee National Forest was amazing. The roads were windy, curvy, and the landscape was full of thick vegetation and trees.
What is that?
After linking up with friends and finding our spot, we began to unpack our truck. First, we started with our rooftop tent. It's a 23-0 Walkabout tent. With the assistance from my daughters, we set up our 8-foot Ironman 4x4 awning. Setup can be a pain if you are alone, so it's best to have a partner, or in this case, 2 little minions. Now to unpack the back of the truck. It's not nearly as convenient as I would like it to be. The drawer system you see was recently completed for this trip. As a matter of fact, I was still working on this setup early this morning. It still needs some modification to allow the refrigerator to slide in and out. Currently, the lid handle for the refrigerator barely hits the canopy. Lastly, the Annex. This is a ground tent that connects to the rooftop tent. We use this primarily when we have all the girls with us. It's great for sleeping, changing, or storing gear, but can be a bit of a pain to set up. The trick is to find the zipper connection first, and after that, everything else is a breeze. This is Jim. He's a good friend of mine. He enjoys working on Land Rovers and is well known in the Rovers Northwest for his 1989 Land Rover Defender and a 1969 Land Rover Series 2A. He is a great camp chef and is currently preparing his legendary yakisoba noodles on a Snow Peak Takibi and grill.
Is that heaven or is that heaven?
The weather was temperamental, but the sun did shine. The overall turnout was grand, and many big name vendors showed up. Every night they had a raffle and gave away some pretty cool prizes, including rooftop tents and a winch. Morning breakfast, video courtesy of my eldest daughter. She's still learning to film horizontally rather than vertically. The compilation of videos makes for a rather delicious montage, so she did all right. This is the technical course. We watched as spirited drivers attempted these obstacles. Later in the day, these drivers had quite the cheering audience. Yeah!
There you go!
Oh, yeah!
Get it! There you go!
Later that day, Jim took us for a ride up a local Forest Service road. The road started out gradual, then began to narrow the higher we went. A few random boulders and a small down tree blocked the way, but they were easily removed. Up top, we found ourselves in a barren forest previously burnt by a forest fire. The wildflowers were in full bloom, and the views were unforgettable. Further down the road, we explored a fire lookout station. This would be our last adventure prior to the final night's raffle and a long trip home.
What are we gonna do? Burn it! Yeah, burn get it. We're gonna get the burn it. All right.
The drive home was gorgeous, and we weren't the only ones that thought so. Everywhere we went, we ran into sports cars racing up and down the highway. Home sweet home, now for the most dreaded part of any adventure, unpacking. Fortunately, we have a very good system for unloading and cleaning gear. The kids are a great help, and we get it knocked out pretty quick.
Be sure to like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram at NorthCountryOutdoors USA or check us out on our website, that's w.northcountry-outdoors.com.